It was a peaceful morning in a quiet town by the forest. A baby named Noah had just learned how to walk a few weeks ago. His parents were always close by, watching him explore their yard, which sat near a big group of tall trees. Their house was made of stone and wood, and it was the only one for miles. They liked the calm and quiet, and they felt safe living close to nature. Noah loved to touch everything, flowers, leaves, and even bugs. He often pointed at birds and laughed when he saw squirrels run across the yard. His parents thought it was good for him to grow up near animals and trees, but they never expected something wild to walk right up to their door. One afternoon, the air felt strange. Birds weren't singing. The forest seemed too quiet. Noah was sitting by the front door, playing with his soft toy. Then, out of nowhere, he stood up and looked through the screen door. His parents were in the kitchen when they heard Noah make a soft sound like, "Oh!" They looked up and froze. Right outside the door stood a full-grown mother bear. Beside her were two small bear cubs. The mother bear wasn't growling or angry. She wasn't attacking. She was just standing there. Her nose was pointed at the door. Her eyes looked tired. The cubs stayed close to her, one of them whimpering softly. Noah didn't cry. He didn't scream. He just looked at them, calm and curious. Noah's mom slowly walked over and pulled him gently back, her heart beating fast. But the bear didn't move. It didn't seem dangerous. It seemed desperate. Noah's dad whispered, "What is she doing?" "She's not trying to hurt anyone." They all looked closer. The bear had something red and swollen on one leg. She was hurt. The cubs kept nudging her side, looking scared and confused. Noah kept pointing at the bears, as if he wanted to go outside. But then, something even more surprising happened. The mother bear took one slow step forward, lowered her head, and looked directly at Noah through the door. It was as if she was asking for help. The family didn't know what to do. A wild bear was on their front steps, but she didn't look angry or wild. She looked weak, like she had been walking for miles. Her paw was clearly hurt, maybe from a trap or sharp rock. The cubs were not much older than Noah. They were small, fluffy, and trembling a little. The mother bear kept glancing between Noah and the door, making soft, deep sounds that almost sounded like begging. Noah's dad didn't want to call animal control right away. He feared they might hurt the bear or separate her from her cubs. He said, "I don't think she came to attack us. I think she came here for a reason." Noah's mom still felt nervous, but she agreed something about the situation was different. Noah kept crawling closer to the door, even though they kept pulling him back. Finally, they decided to crack the door open just a little, to see what the bear would do. The moment the door creaked, the mother bear stepped back. She didn't rush forward. She didn't growl. She gently nudged one of the cubs toward the porch, then looked back at the humans. The cub limped a little, just like its mom. That's when they realized something. Both the mother bear and one of the cubs were injured. It was clear now. The bear wasn't just asking for help. She was asking for safety. Maybe she remembered something. Maybe once, long ago, a human had helped her before. Whatever the reason, she trusted this house. She trusted this baby. To their surprise, Noah reached for the doorknob and opened the door fully. His parents gasped and rushed toward him, but the bear didn't move. Noah slowly walked forward and stood at the edge of the porch, face to face with the cub. For a few seconds, no one moved. The cub sniffed Noah's hand. Noah touched the cub's soft fur. Then the cub gently leaned against him like a hug. The mother bear let out a soft sound, almost like a sigh. Noah's mom began to cry. She whispered, "They're just looking for kindness." The moment was something none of them would ever forget. Noah, still so small, was standing with the bear cub, touching its fur gently like it was a stuffed toy. The cub seemed calm and didn't back away. It even let out a soft little sound, not scared at all. The mother bear watched without moving, her big eyes blinking slowly, as if she was making sure nothing bad happened. Noah's parents didn't know whether to cry or grab their child, but something inside told them this wasn't a normal situation. This was a moment of trust, of peace. Somehow, the wild and the human had come together in a quiet understanding. The father slowly walked out onto the porch, holding his arms up to show he meant no harm. The mother bear stayed completely still, only breathing heavily. When he got close to Noah, he gently picked him up. The bear cub didn't growl or react. It just sat there, looking tired. Then Noah reached down and pointed at the cub's leg. The father noticed the cub's paw was swollen, and it had something sharp sticking out of it, like a splinter or small piece of metal. He whispered, "They're hurt. That's why they came here. She didn't come to scare us. She came because she had nowhere else to go." Noah's mother stepped outside with a clean towel and a small bowl of water. She placed it slowly near the cub and then backed away. The cub sniffed it, then looked at the mother bear. The mama bear moved forward slightly, then sat down, almost falling over from pain. That's when they saw it more clearly. Her leg had a deep cut, probably from a trap. She had tried to take care of her cubs while being hurt herself. And still, somehow, she led them to this house, to this family. Maybe she had seen them from the woods before. Maybe she knew the baby was kind. Whatever the reason, she chose them. The father called a local wildlife rescuer he trusted, someone who helped animals without hurting them. He explained everything, and the man agreed to come right away. While they waited, Noah sat in his father's lap, and the bear cub sat near them, close but still careful. The mother bear rested her head on the ground. She looked like she was finally relaxing. For the first time in who knows how long, she wasn't running or afraid. She was safe, and it was because of a baby boy who didn't cry or scream, but simply opened a door. When the wildlife rescuer arrived, he was surprised to see how calm the scene was. Most people would have panicked, but this family had stayed calm, trusted their instincts, and helped without fear. The rescuer slowly approached with soft gloves, special tools, and a big, kind heart. He looked at the bear's injury and nodded, saying, "She's lucky. If she hadn't come here, that wound might have gotten worse." And the cub, too. He gently removed the splinter from the cub's paw and treated both the mother and cub with medicine. He didn't take them away. He said it was best to let them stay nearby, where they felt safe until they healed. For the next few days, the bear stayed near the family's yard, resting by the trees. Noah would sit on the porch every morning, looking out, waiting, and every time, the mother bear would appear from the woods and give a soft nod, almost like a thank you. The cubs would play near the edge of the yard while their mother watched. Noah would clap and smile, and the cubs would tumble over each other, happy and free. The family kept leaving out water and food, not too close, but just enough to help. After a week, the mother bear stood tall again. Her limp was almost gone. She gave one last long look at the house, then gently nudged her cubs, and they walked back into the woods. The family watched silently, knowing they might never see them again, but feeling proud to have helped. That night, Noah stood at the door, looking out into the dark trees. He waved, as if saying goodbye. His parents hugged him tight. They knew something special had happened, something wild and wonderful. Word spread around the town. Some people didn't believe it. A baby helping a mother bear? Letting in cubs like they were pets? But those who saw the photos and heard the rescuers speak knew it was real. A baby had opened a door, and in doing so, opened hearts. What he did that day made everyone cry. Not because it was scary, but because it was pure. It was trust, kindness, and love in its simplest form. From that day on, whenever Noah played near the edge of the forest, He would look around and smile, hoping to see his furry friends once more. And maybe, deep in the forest, a mother bear and her cubs would pause for a moment, look back toward the stone house, and remember the baby who showed them kindness when they needed it most.